Okay, so this is part 2 of my chaos to control video. Let's get stuck in, shall we? I'm going to start off with some value control. So let's get a little bit of a darker value. I'm going to use multiply so we don't lose the detail underneath. Just darken that up because that's our real background. And then here I want to lighten that up a little bit, create some atmosphere here. So there's a real strong light source coming through. What a difference that just made. It's cool. And that just proved the point how important values are. The value structure of a painting. Let's merge the layers. I always like to stick to one layer. Helps my tiny little brain make sense of things. What brush should I use? Let's use this liner. Right, so I like what's going on here. It's pretty fun. Let's elaborate on that. I mean, that could be a focal point, I'd say. So now we're just, you know, painting more planes and sources of light. Smaller. As the painting goes on, as I've said before, again, your brushes will get smaller. Start with a big brush, and then as you move into the details, it gets smaller and smaller. Never start with a small brush. It's a rookie mistake. When you start a painting, you need to get the overall look before any details. Details are the last thing you want to think about. Let's make sense of this. And edges as well. So this stuff way back here, the edges are going to be soft. You see? That's not sharp at all. Because this is another way of telling the viewer where to look. So a focal point needs to be sharp. Whoops, like up here. We're going to sharpen this up. I might as well do it now with the lasso. Just create some sharp edges. So it's like if you stare at something now, wherever you are, like if you're looking at this on your phone, anything in your peripheral, left or right, is going to be blurry. And that's what we're trying to do with painting. Trying to direct the viewer using edges. Oh, I still haven't set up my deselect shortcut. Notice how you're drawn to that straight away, rather than this stuff here. That's secondary. It's still really important, but it's not what you're drawn to straight away. And especially if I do something like this, add some lighting up here. You're going to be drawn to it even more now. Boom. Lighting's bouncing off that bit there. So create a soft edge. So we'll go soft, soft, soft. On the stylus, press hard. Get that cool, like reflective surface lighting. Very nice. See that? Very cool. Where else do we want some lighting? So bring up some of this. Focal point again, light, dark. Eye's going to get drawn to it. Might start bringing in some colour in a second. I want to just keep this one to just 2 half-hour long clips. 5 minutes, so if I can bring in some colour before this 5 minutes is up, that'd be great. What we're going to do, we're going to guide the viewer using light. Guide the viewer from the foreground into the background. Like a trail of light. And using perspective, it gets more smushed together. Cool. Going to be all in shadow. You've got to imagine how light behaves. So let's say our light source is coming from here. What's going to be in shadow? What's going to be in light? That's going to be in shadow and behind it as well. There's a gap there, so the light is going to be hitting all this stuff through here. It's got to imagine it as like a directional light thing like that. And just like, where is the light bouncing off of? A lot of this stuff is quite hard to explain. I take my hat off to teachers, because a lot of it just becomes instinctual. How do you explain stuff that's instinctual and do a good job of it? Picking out some little areas. Some more sound effects. Let's bring in some more crazy brushes. What's this brush? Watercolor. I normally just test them out first before I use them. Don't like that. That's interesting. We use that. Boom. That's some weird, whatever you want to call it. Donald. Charcoal. Nice. I have some of that. Bum, 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 bum. What else we got? Traditional feeling. Let's bring up the light to our full range for in there. Darken up some more. So it's, like I said, it's going to be 2/3 dark, 1/3 light. So that's roughly 1/3 of the canvas is dark, light, sorry, and then the rest is dark. Let's bring in some more light here. Go for some colour in a minute. I think it's going to be a monochromatic colour scheme. These dark sci-fis that just either good in like a blue or a green. And plus it's easier for me. I'm not doing work here, this is just a little bit of fun. And we'll use that using an overlay layer. A bit more smudging. Oops. Some more rocky objects, rocky shapes. Yeah, these tutorials are going to get more. I'm going to plan them out a bit more when I have time. Hopefully, have some good, you know, knowledgeable insights for you rather than just me waffling on about mainly nonsense. I just take my hat off to these like YouTube artists and YouTube teachers that really put a lot of effort into their videos. It's a skill that you have to learn to make videos and present yourself well in a video. Some of them are pretty damn good at it, like Hardy Fowler, Tyler Edlin, Cube Brush, Mark Burnett, is that what he's called? Their video is just quality, and they're a full-time artist as well. Well, some of them are. It's difficult. Right, let's add some colour before I go crazy. Right, one more thing. Oops. Cool. I think that looks alright. Right, colour. Get our hue cube. Set a new layer to overlay. I'm going to go with something like this. No, that looks rubbish. What am I thinking? That's better. Instant dark sci-fi. Now I'll just play around with the selector. The only thing with this, you want your shadows quite saturated, but overlay tends to not do that. So you have to go back in and then build up the saturation in the shadows, which can be a little bit annoying. Let's try another layer type. Let's do a soft light. Soft light allows us to bring in a little bit more colour. Cool. What I might do now is chuck in some photo textures again. See what we can make of it. Not these ones, these are way too specific. I haven't got a lot on my laptop. Too specific. Screw it, let's put that in. I don't care. I mean, look, already, see that? I just saw something just then. There. Match it up to the perspective. You got yourself some industrial pipes. Piping about. Boom. Detail for free. Probably going to stop this video soon and then finish it off another day. Again, like with the video before, I probably won't bother doing a video for the detail phase because all the detail phases, zooming in and just picking out bits and pieces to detail. Anyone can do that. All the fundamental stuff has already been done. All the detail phases, podcast time, get a cup of coffee, and just refine. Only refine the focal points though. Otherwise, if you detail the whole painting, so like you want to leave these bits soft. Detail the whole painting, again the viewer is not even going to know where to look, and it's just going to look like a busy mess. No one likes that, do they? Yeah, chaos to control. Voila. So thanks for watching, hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I'm going to try and put a bit more effort into these tutorials for next time. I'm literally just doing these in between client work, just as like a warm up before I start, or like a cool down for when I'm done working for the day. And then I figured, sod it, I'll just record my little paintings I'm doing and then try and explain the process and then upload it to my YouTube channel to help you guys out. So hope you appreciate it. Take it easy. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you learned a few things, and I'll be making a lot more videos like this in future. Just want to share some knowledge, hopefully create a few more artists out there. So yeah, peace. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that jazz. See you next time.